All right, ready to level up your leadership skills?
Sounds interesting.
Today we're diving deep into this Speak Up and Lead Academy.
Hmm.
Got their homepage plan, and it's giving me serious future of leadership vibes. They're
Oh.
using terms like AI-enhanced persuasion,
Uh-huh.
talking about high-stakes communication.
Okay, yeah.
Like, they took everything about leadership and gave it a shot of cutting-edge tech.
So are we talking...
Yeah, are we talking about creating a leader who not only runs the room, but also, like, beats the algorithm?
That's a good question.
Right.
Yeah.
But the big question is, what kind of leader do you picture yourself becoming after this academy?
Okay.
Let's start with what hits you first on their homepage.
Yeah.
That hero section, damn, speak up, lead boldly, influence powerfully.
Bold statements. They need to back that up.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they offer a few ways to get started, which is nice.
Okay.
Right away, you can do their leadership training, get a free communication assessment, or even book a strategy call.
Oh, so like different levels.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they know people are at different points in their leadership, journey.
Makes sense, yeah. But with all this AI talk, how do they handle the human side of it?
Yeah, good question.
Yeah.
In the who we are part, they say, because in the AI era, the best decisions still need human expertise.
Right.
Your voice matters, let's make it unforgettable.
So they're not ditching the human, just amplifying it with AI.
Yeah, AI is a tool, not a replacement.
Interesting approach.
Okay, now the part I bet you're most curious about their signature offerings.
Yeah, get into it.
They have these programs, and it's cool because they're pretty specific.
Okay.
Like leadership communication for lobbying and influence, clearly for, senior leaders, executives.
So they get that communication changes depending on where you are professionally.
Yeah, it's not just being good at it, it's knowing how to communicate for your situation and who you're talking to.
Makes sense.
Then there's the Pitch Perfect program. I love that name.
That's a good one, yeah.
It's all about founders and executives nailing those pitches.
Pitching that's high stakes can make or break things.
Right.
It's not just facts and figures. It's got to be a story that really connects with those investors, stakeholders. Seems like they get that and want to give that specific training for those tough situations.
Yeah, exactly. Not just general communication skills, but deep dives into scenarios leaders actually face.
Right.
And for those wanting that one-on-one touch, they have executive and leadership coaching,
Okay.
tailored one-on-one or groups, focused on executive presence, storytelling, negotiation.
Individual coaching is great. You can work on specific problems, refine your personal style, like a personal trainer for communication.
Exactly.
But where's the AI in their coaching? Is it actually part of the process or just a trendy word?
And then this is where it gets super interesting. AI-optimized speech creation and presentation training. They're saying AI can help you write and give better speeches.
Wait, so is it still your voice if AI writes it?
That's the question, right?
Yeah.
Like, they know AI is powerful, but they're saying keep your own unique voice and style. They're not saying we'll make you a robot. They're saying we'll help you be better using AI.
Okay. So finding that balance where tech helps humans, not replaces them.
So why should you pick this academy? They list 4 big benefits. It's tailored for senior leaders. It uses AI-enhanced learning.
Right.
Provides a safe learning environment, and focuses on applying it in the real world.
Smart.
It's like they're saying, we know you're busy, you're in high-pressure roles, but we'll give you skills you can use right away at work.
Most of us don't have time for theory. We can't use day to day, right?
And they back it up with a client success stories section.
Testimonials. Always good to see how it's actually worked for others.
One executive said they used to struggle to connect with senior stakeholders, but now they lead those executive table conversations with confidence. Another was raving about how the AI coaching totally changed their public speaking. Clearer, more persuasive, impactful.
So they're actually delivering results, not just teaching. It's about actually using those skills to succeed.
And it's not all pricey programs either. They have a whole free resources section,
Oh, nice.
a free training series, ebook on communication mistakes and how AI can help, and a digital dialogue series with experts.
Smart move. Give some good stuff up front, build trust before asking for commitment.
Like a free trial, see if I like it.
Right.
Then they have their main call to action, presenting different leader journeys and guiding you to the program that fits you best. Executive wanting to boost presence and persuasion, founder perfecting your pitch, or just curious, wanting to try a free training.
So they get everyone's at a different stage.
And even the footers about community. Connect on LinkedIn, YouTube, and they even have a dedicated leadership community.
So it's an ongoing thing, support even after you're done with the program. Not just selling a course, but creating a whole learning and growing environment.
So it seems like they're creating this whole, holistic experience, right? Not just a one-time training, but a community of leaders all trying to get better.
Exactly, like they want to change the whole idea of what it means to be a leader today.
Which brings us back to this whole blending of traditional skills with AI tools. Like they're saying charisma and instinct aren't enough anymore. You need data, insights, even a little algorithmic help to make a real impact.
And that's what's so interesting about this academy, right? They're not throwing out the old stuff, but they're also embracing the new, that mix of old and new, human and machine.
It really makes you think about how that balance will keep changing as AI gets even more advanced. Will we get to a point where AI coaches us live, analyzing every word and move to make us more persuasive and influential?
That's a possibility. Imagine AI analyzing your audience live, giving you feedback on your voice, body language, your message, like a personal communication coach always whispering in your ear, helping you be a better leader.
That'd be incredible. But isn't there also an ethical side to that?
Oh, for sure.
How much control do we want to give AI over how we communicate and lead? When does it become less of a tool and more like, a puppeteer?
Yeah, it's important to think about. We don't want to rely on AI so much that we lose our own voice and our ability to connect with others, human to human. It's a tricky balance and one that it seems like Speak Up and Lead Academy is also thinking about.
And it's not just ethical, right? There are practical things too.
Sure.
How do you make sure the AI's feedback is actually accurate and unbiased? Algorithms are only as good as the data they learn from.
Exactly.
There's always the chance of bias creeping in.
Right. We can't just blindly follow AI for our communication and leadership choices. We've got to think critically, question what's built into those algorithms. It's about AI helping our judgment, not replacing it.
Speaking of AI, there's one thing we haven't really touched on. High-stakes communication. They mentioned it, but don't really say what it means. I'm guessing it's those high-pressure moments where there's a lot on the line and you can't afford to mess up.
Yeah, exactly. Those times when your communication skills can win or lose a deal, a relationship, even your career, like those boardroom presentations, negotiations with big clients, public speeches where you're trying to win over a big crowd, those are the times when being a good communicator really matters.
And those could be the times where AI could really help. Imagine AI helping you prep for a big negotiation by analyzing the other person's style, finding their weak points, and suggesting strategies for the conversation.
Or think about AI looking at your past speeches and presentations.
Yeah.
It could find patterns and suggest ways to improve your pace, your tone, even your body language, like a virtual coach getting you ready for those crucial moments.
That sounds amazing, but again, doesn't that bring up the authenticity question again?
Oh, definitely.
If AI is basically scripting our moves in these big moments, are we still being ourselves? Are we connecting with people authentically?
It's a tough one. We want AI to help us be better communicators, but we don't want to lose what makes us human in the process. It's like walking a tightrope, something leaders will have to be careful about in the years to come.
It's making me rethink my whole approach to communication and leadership. I've always focused on building relationships, understanding emotions, reading a room, connecting with people personally. But will those things even matter in a world with AI shaping how we communicate and lead?
That's a valid thought. But I think those human skills will always matter, no matter how tech evolves. AI can analyze data and give insights, but it can't replace human touch, empathy, and that real emotional connection.
So even if AI is telling us what to say, it's still up to us to bring the heart, the soul, the realness to the conversation.
Exactly. AI is a tool, but we need to use it the right way.
It's about finding that balance between human intuition and artificial intelligence, right?
Yes, using technology to make us better without losing our humanity.
This whole deep dive has really made me think about the future of leadership in a world with more and more AI. It's like we're at the start of something new, where the rules of communication and leadership are changing.
And Speak Up and Lead Academy seems to be right there leading the way. They're not just teaching the old stuff, they're using AI and making leaders rethink how to communicate and lead in this fast-changing world.
It makes you wonder what else they might be working on. Are they building new AI coaching tools? Finding new ways to personalize leadership training? Pushing the limits of what's possible when you combine human and machine intelligence?
It's exciting to think about what might happen. It also reminds us that we're shaping the future of leadership by the choices we make, the tech we use, the values we hold on to.
So as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I have a question for you to think about. How do you see AI changing your own journey as a leader? Are you excited to use it, or are you worried about what it might do?
And more importantly, how will you make sure your leadership style stays true to you and focused on people, even in this world where AI is everywhere?
It feels like we've only just scratched the surface of this AI and leadership thing.
There's so much more to explore here.
So many potential benefits and challenges to consider.
It's going to be more and more relevant as AI keeps getting better and becomes part of everything we do, especially at work.
But before we get too lost in the future, let's focus on what you can do now to be ready for this new kind of leadership?
I think a good place to start is to think about your own strengths and weaknesses as a communicator. What are you good at? Where could you improve?
That's great advice. Once you've figured out those areas where you can grow, you can start checking out what Speak Up Elite Academy offers. Remember those free resources they have, like that training series and the ebook? Those could be a great way to see what they're about and if it's right for you.
And even if you don't sign up for their paid programs, what we've learned from their website is still valuable.
Absolutely.
We've talked about how important it is to be a good communicator when the stakes are high, how we need to mix those traditional skills with AI tools and the ethical side of all this. These are things you can start thinking about and using in your own leadership journey right now.
This deep dive isn't just an ad for this academy. It's about starting a conversation and helping you think critically about what leadership will be like in the future and how you can be a part of shaping it.
Exactly. It's about giving you the power to make smart decisions about how you want to develop your own communication and leadership skills in this world that's always changing.
So to wrap things up, let's go back to that question. Which of these leader journeys speaks to you and your goals?
It's a good question.
Do you see yourself confidently leading at the executive level, pitching your ideas, or maybe just dipping your toes in with those free resources to see what catches your eye? It's your choice, but the time to start thinking about it is now.
The future of leadership isn't something that just happens to us. We create it by the choices we make, the tech we use, and the values we hold on to.
And who knows, maybe someday AI will be helping us all become better, more impactful, and more genuine leaders.
It's a possibility.
But until then, it's up to us to lead the way.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
We hope it's given you some things to think about and inspired you to take your leadership to the next level.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep leading with courage and conviction.